right, this is the orientation for Math 10 online for fall of 2013. So let's get started. You're watching this because I sent you a link to this video, and I would like you to complete all that by orientation, which is going to be August 16th. Now, if you watch the video and complete all the orientation requirements, you do not, good news, you do not have to come in on August 16th. If in doubt, if you want to come anyway, you watched it, you're not 100% sure, it's going to cost you a couple of hours of your time. And just come on August 16th between 6 and 7 p.m. in room Bistic 104. That's the business building right next to the Performing Arts Theater. All right. I would like you to put this thing down, the course ID, because we are going to be using a Pearson system. It used to be called Course Compass. Now I think my math lab or lab learning, and they change the name all the time. But it is by Pearson. That's the company. So I'll call it Pearson System. So I mean that's where you do your computer homework, take your quizzes, and all that good stuff. Now, to get into the system, you will need a course ID, and the course ID is ERBAS-White, which is my last name, and it does have a dash, and then there's no space 46174. So that's where you get started. You write this down, and let's get started. Your lifeline. Your lifeline is going to be ivc.edu. Please make sure that you go to that site and go to the academics area. I can actually take you there. Let's see how this is going to work out. This is the site, and you have the academics area. This is where you need to know where things are. When you click on academics, you're going to have to go to schools and department. We are in the math department, and you're going to go to the math department again, and you go to faculty. Now, to go to my site, you go through the faculty. But if you want to kind of get some information about Math Tutorial Center, and that is free, by the way, all you have to do is you have to sign up for it, and there are instructions in here how you sign up. Here are the hours of operation, and that's going to change for fall because I'm shooting this video in the summer. And here's your coordinator, Joel Sheldon. And here we go. So you just go in there and you sign up for a free class, and they will sign you up, they will help you out, and you just go in. You don't have to use it all the time, but you know, if you get stuck, you can go there and get some help. Now, the other thing is my web page, and here's faculty, and here's me, Professor White. Here's my email address, and here's my phone number. So you click on, and this is my full name. I go by Professor White or Professor White, and you click on the web page, and here you are. So everything is there. Here are your math videos. If you want to watch your statistics videos, all you have to do is just click on statistics topics. If you want to see my schedule, where I am, my office hours and all that, here you are. This is my fall schedule. My office hours are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have a good chunk of it, so you can actually come and see me in person. I also even have my spring schedule in there. The other thing you have is petitioning. You're in class, so you don't have to worry about that. But for the subsequent semesters, you can read this. What I do is I tell students to put themselves on a PAL, which is priority ad list. They put themselves on it, and then I just take them in order, first come, first serve. My classes fill up in the first few days of opening, so I do not do, oh, because you were my student, I'll add you in kind of thing. Everybody goes to PAL, and then I take as much as I can when the class starts. Online course information, you can go and look at it, but you're taking an online class. A mediated class, those are the classes that are in class, but then we are using computer to do homework and things, and traditional, that's not related to you. So here it is. So let's go back to your lifeline and all that good stuff. All right, here we go. Now my web page, remember how I took you around to my web page? This is actually the URL for it. You can either type this or you can go to ivc.edu and then go academics and that route. Alright, now here's what's important. This is the web page for you to do your homework. If you go to Blackboard and go in there, oh, my class is not there, whatever. I actually put a note in there. I said, we are not using Blackboard. We are using this Pearson system to do homework and quizzes. So this is the URL for it. Let me go back, and I will actually go and enter that here and go to the system. Okay, when you say Pearson, you see that? Now you're a new user. You're not going to go to sign in. You're going to go to register student. So remember what I gave you at the beginning. You go to student and then course ID. What was it? ERBAS-white. Hopefully it's going to work. And that is 46174. 46174. When you do that and continue and register, sign in with your Pearson account, create a Pearson account. Now, if you have used the Pearson system, which used to be called Course Compass or My Math Lab before, now they're called My Lab/Mastery Pearson system. You can use your old username and password and sign in and add the class, or you can just simply create a new account. When you say create, then you go and you enter the email address. Here, what's important, enter your either Saddleback or IVC email address. Do not enter your Gmail and those things, because when it comes to me, then I can see your IVC email, so I know it's not junk mail. I have some kind of filter in there. So if you want me to receive your emails, make sure you enter your school email address. Username, I recommend you use first initial last name with the numbers like the first part of your IVC email. Password, make sure you remember your password. It's going to take a couple of hours for us to dig your password out, and it's not me who's going to dig it out. You're going to have to call Pearson and kind of go, okay, you know, send me an email about my password kind of thing. First and last name, security question, so that's pretty standard. And then once you do that, and then you go create an account, and it's going to take you, I believe it is going to be less than $100 for the access. And once you get the access, what's going to happen is that when you get in, you're going to have access to your ebook. So if you're the type of student who wants some paper ebook, then you're not going to have that. So if you want that, you can buy a package in our bookstore. It is California edition. It's not straight Triola. So it is a new book that we're using. So I don't think you're going to find it used anywhere. And if you buy Amazon or something, it's going to take a while. And you don't have that kind of time. I recommend either go get the online access and don't bother with the book, or if you want the book, buy it from our bookstore to save time and to make sure that you got the right thing. The other thing is you have to make sure that you are not getting a temporary access. Pearson allows you to do that because they have nothing to lose, but you have a lot to lose. I ran into problems in the past that students got temporary access. They didn't want to pay. They wanted to feel their way around. And then when they wanted to convert it to a real account, and because it expired in the middle of their quiz, then that ran into problems. And I'm like, okay, well, I lost my quiz. I lost my homework. So if you want to avoid that, do not get a temporary access, but it's all up to you. Okay, here we go. If you run into problems, this is the help you're going to get, and system requirements, and you have to understand there are some system requirements that you need to have because you're taking an online class. Here they are. So look at them, make sure you're using the right browser. So let's go to the next thing. All right. There are certain dates that you have to understand. August 16th is your orientation. Like I said, you don't have to come in for that if you complete all of the orientation requirements. And I'll tell you what these are. You have to come in for midterm. So make sure you are around for that date and the final. And here are the locations and the dates. It's about midway. You are going to have your midterm, and that is taken in person. Make sure you come in person. Make sure you come on time, and make sure you bring a picture ID. Okay. Midterm, here it is, one more time. Final, here it is, one more time. Okay, orientation steps. First thing, watch the orientation video, okay? I'm going to send this video to you, or I'm sending it to you, you're watching it, at least 1 week before. Go in, I showed you where to buy your access, so you need the course ID for that. And do not buy the temporary access in caps. Once you're in my math lab, check browser and install plugins, and I'll show you how that works. Print handouts, understand what's all required. Understand the discussion board assignments. That's going to keep you in touch with me. Do not forget those. They are going to cost you. It's going to be associated with some points, and you may lose your A if you forget to do them. So you need to send me the contract and the orientation form before August 16th, okay? And let's go back for a second so that I can show you how this course compass system works. I mean, this Pearson account works. Let me go back, and I will log in with my own sign-in account and then show you. So here it is. Remember, you signed up for it, and you're going to use your own email address and the username and password. Here we are. You're going to, maybe you may have some other accounts, but this is the one you're looking for me. Fall 2013 Math 10 Online. Click on it, and you're going to see some like this. Your class is pink. I color code my classes because it is so hard for me to keep track of everything. This is not opening. Okay, here we go. Let me move this down. Oh, this is so weird. And let's see. No, I can't do it. Okay, there are announcements, view all announcements, and that's going to open it. Oh gosh. Okay, pop-ups, you may have that. Okay, I have a pop-up blocker that this computer doesn't like, so let me go down. Here, you're going to have to do, remember I told you browser check. Click on this and make sure that the system, checks your browser and everything. And this one is how to enter answers. I would watch those guys, browser check this, and tutoring services. We're not using that. If you want to help them out with a survey, you can do that. I'm trying to pull this down, but I cannot do that for some reason. Okay, so if you want to do all that stuff, please stay in here, and this is where all these announcements and things are going to pop up. Okay, and here we go. Here's my announcement, and then when you click more, it is somewhere here. I cannot disable. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, it pretty much tells you your email this and 1 week classes start, and everything that I'm going to show you in the PowerPoint is just pretty much saying you have to finish everything. When you click on the syllabus, there are 3 things in there I want you to print out. The syllabus itself, the registration instructions, and I can click on them and show you. And print this one out, okay? And this one has, down here, the schedule for the class. Everything that you need to know. Technical information about your browser check and all that stuff. Print that out, put it in a binder. Registration instructions. That is the one how you can do things and, those kind of things. And I will actually send you this when I send you the email. and then get started, and kind of like a quick guideline about how to get in and do things. Okay, this is what you need to do. Contract and the orientation steps, and I'm going to show these steps to you in the PowerPoint, and you have to do them, and you have to initial each of these. You know, initial. You can either scan and send it to me, or just type it in there, or cut and paste, and you guys are computer whizzes, so you can figure this out. But I need to get this form with filled in initials, and this form filled in initials with your signature to me before August 16th. If you cannot do that on time, then you have to come in person. That is the day that I will go in and add all the other students, okay? Chapter contents. This is where you have your student solutions manual to do some paper things, but this is where your book is. When you go to chapter 1, you click on section 1. Do you see multimedia e-text? You click on this, and this is where you read your book. So what I recommend you do, you just read your book. Okay, so this is the order you need to do it. You read your book. Here's your book. This is the cover of your book. And then you just go from one page to the next. You can search. You can print out. Whatever that you want to do, you can do. Here's your ebook. All right. Now, the other thing that you need to do, hopefully I'm not going to close all this out when I go back. Okay, let me try to go back. It is still an ebook. You can print it out here. How do I go back to where I used to be? Okay, let me try to close it. Hopefully it's not going to close everything. Okay, very good. So, chapter contents has all the book stuff. Now, after you read your book, what you need to do, you need to watch my videos. Okay, remember I showed you from my web page where my videos were? It's on the left thing. And then this one also has it. Here is the link. If you don't get in from the IVC site, you can click on this and it's going to open up. If it doesn't open up inside the course compass, it is supposed to, you know, if you run into problems with it, okay? What you need to do, just cut and paste the URL and then just adjust your monitor and watch these videos, okay? Now, I don't want you to use study plan or anything else. You do your homework from here. Do you see that link? Homework, where it says homework. You click on it, and this is your homework. Remember I told you about the timeline? They have expiration dates. You missed this deadline on the left. You missed the homework. You click on the homework, and then you click on the question and do the homework, okay? Some of the questions, they have a lot of help. This is actually a double-edged sword because they give you so much help that you cannot do the problem yourself. You can actually read the textbook once you get in, or you can ask my instructor. You can print it out yourself and work on it. You can do a lot of things. Do not overuse ask my instructor because that's going to go, okay, why do you want me to do your homework for you? If you are absolutely stuck, you can use this. What it does is it sends me this screen capture, and then I, answer your question. It comes in to me as an email form, okay? All right. So here's your homework. We talked about that and all that. So let's go back gosh, I got out of that. So let me go back. After you do the homework, you're supposed to take the quiz. And let me go in there and show you where the quiz is taken. Okay, hold on. Here we go, fall. Okay, so homework is right here. Quizzes and tests are here. You're supposed to take your quizzes only one time. You click on it, make sure you do it in one sitting, and it expires on this time. Do not access it this time. You have to at least give yourself an hour. When you submit it, you're going to see your grade. That's it. And Do not use the study plan or homework feature from the chapters. You're going to go homework for homework. You're going to go quizzes for quizzes. Do not go anywhere else. Now, Gradebook will tell you your overall grade. I will put your midterm and final grades manually. You have to give me a week after the test for me to do that. Okay, this one is the other one. Data sets. You can practice your statistics using this thing. And I actually assigned a couple of assignments in the discussion board. You can download them. It's a very nice feature. And these are actual ones. If you don't know how to use Excel, I wish that you did. But if you don't, you can actually use these. Like I'm using the Bears data. Here's the data. You can actually use the data and do things, download it. You can do a bunch of different things, okay? So I talked about the videos, where they were, and this is what's important, discussion board. I have a discussion board for each chapter. So you finish your homework and everything, and just make sure you watch your, deadlines. And for some reason it's not opening, and I know it's there. If it does, oh, here it is. Chapter 1 discussion, Chapter 2 discussion, those kind of things. You have to scroll down. Do you see it? For example, for Chapter 1 discussion, all you have to do is you have to get a printout of this, respond, and then respond to it. Okay? And then the other thing is, you will see other people's responses. Doesn't matter. You'll see the author. You can click on it. They're like, hey, what do you think of this? So you can talk to each other. So the discussion boards are for you, not to feel all alone, and then get some help. I will just chime in once in a while, but it is for you to interact with your peers and get a good grasp of statistics. I do recommend that you don't ignore these and do them on a timely fashion. And because I will take out your midterm and final will have both multiple choice and in-person in longhand portion. The longhand portions are very, very similar, are going to be very similar to what you do in the discussion board. So the more you familiarize yourself, the better off you are. All right. The other thing that you need to know in this class, let me close all this now and go back to my presentation. Okay, we talked about that, technical requirements, class ID, midterm, and the final, orientation steps. And this tells you, get the printout, understand how discussion board. So I pretty much took you around, but you have to understand it. I attended the orientation. If you didn't attend the orientation, but I did the orientation myself. Just tell me what's going on. I know my minimum browser requirements and all that stuff. All that you need to initial. Now, this is what's important. I understand that I need to buy a graphing calculator for this class. You're going to be saving money by not buying your book. But you're not going to be saving money by not buying a graphing calculator if you don't have one already. You are taking a statistics class. And there's no point in doing everything by hand. If you come in, you're going to come in for the midterm for 2 hours. And if you are using a regular scientific calculator, I almost guarantee you're not going to be able to finish that test on time. You're going to be rushed and not do very well. And also, for future reference, if you don't have some kind of technology that you're using for statistics, you're wasting your time. So, you need to buy a TI 83 or 84. You can buy it used. Make sure you don't buy a faulty calculator. And I will teach you how to use that calculator chapter per chapter. Okay? And I'll show you those things again. So let's go to the IVC site to where I told you that there are videos in there. So let me go to those videos and I'll tell you what I mean. You can use another graphing calculator like 89 or something. But 84 and 83, they are the best ones for statistics. 89 is a little klutzy. They're very good for calculus, but not necessarily for statistics. If you have an 89, you'll have to figure it out on your own. But if you have an 83 or 84, this is a lifesaver for you. So let me go to my faculty page. And here, math videos. Remember, I showed you this at the beginning. And then you pull this down. Alright, for example, displaying data in graphical form. You click on it. Hopefully it's going to open up. Here it is. Okay, you can make it big. Alright. And then you watch it. This is actually a video. It's a very slow computer. Buffering. Okay, here we go. This is the calculator, and it's a video. It's not a still picture, and I'm talking in the background. You can make it louder with that one. This is not hooked up right now. But I show you step by step how to do it, and I do it with a, you know, oh, you can hear my voice.
The largest data point, which happens to be 20.
All right, do you see it?
Now,
I'm not touching
you
it.
know your minimum is 2.
Okay, very good.
Is 20, so you go back to your class with calculator.
Okay, here we go. So I showed you where everything is, and if you're not sure, let me look at my notes that I did do everything. So you have the timeline, technical information, contract, and everything. You're all set. So the next time I'll see you is going to be in the midterm if you don't come into orientation. Well, good luck to you, and just email me anytime you have a question. And I also require you to, kind of email me once in a while. I'll see your discussion board postings, but I don't want you to feel all alone and frustrated. Of course, you can come to my office hours. They're on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll make sure you put some time around to come and see me in person, introduce yourselves, and we'll go from there and have fun with statistics. It's a very, very fun class. Not too easy to teach yourselves, but it is very, very useful in a lot of business fields. Okay, well, good luck to you.